We tend to think the big moments define us, the career wins, the life-changing decisions, even the monumental losses. But if you zoom out far enough, it's actually the small, almost forgettable choices that carve the deepest grooves in who we become. Choosing to listen instead of speaking, to forgive when it's not earned, to keep going when no one notices. The irony is that those small moments don't feel deep in the moment, they feel ordinary. But years later, you realize they were the quiet authors of your entire story. If you think about it, life is rarely made up of a handful of cinematic, life-altering events. More often, it's a tapestry woven from thousands of threads that seem trivial at the time. The decision to smile at a stranger in the grocery store, the way you choose to respond when someone is short with you, the late-night phone call you almost didn't answer but did, and it ended up changing someone's life forever. Those small moments form habits, and habits quietly shape identity. Over time, they tilt your trajectory by just a few degrees. And here's the kicker: a few degrees over long enough distance is the difference between ending up in one spot and a completely different life. The problem is, we're wired to chase the big turning points, the promotion, the move across the country, the grand decisions, but we miss that consistency in the small things is what actually creates the person we are when those big moments come. In other words, the big moment is not the test. It's the result of 1,000 tiny tests you already passed or failed without realizing it. If you start living with the awareness that every moment is a vote for the kind of person you want to become, the ordinary becomes sacred. Even waiting in traffic or washing dishes, or choosing whether to check your phone or listen to your child's story. These are not filler scenes, they are the story. Think of your life like a massive 15th century ship crossing an ocean. The big moments, wedding, career change, a loss, a win, they're like storms or calm seas. They feel dramatic and they get all the attention. But in truth, they don't decide where the ship ends up. What really determines your destination are the tiny, almost invisible turns of the wheel, 1 degree left, 1 degree right, that happen every single day. A single degree doesn't look like much at the start, but after months or years or decades, that 1 degree difference could mean you end up on a completely different continent. Your small daily choices, how you treat the waitress, how you respond to stress, how you spend the quiet minutes before bed at night, are the tiny turns of the wheel. They don't make headlines, but they write your ending. If you steer those small turns with intention, you don't just drift through life, you arrive exactly where you were meant to be.